Samaritans. We'll be with you as soon as we possibly can. Please stay on the line.
The next stop is Naples Sky.
There's a bit of a wait at the moment. A volunteer will be with you shortly.
Very much.
putting you through to a volunteer now.
Samaritans, can I help you?
Hello, my name is Howie.
Hello, Harry.
Hi. If somebody uses derogatory language about me, and am I allowed to tell you what that derogatory language is, or would you be offended?
It's more about how you feel rather than the content of what somebody said to you, isn't it?
Because if I don't tell you what these words are, you won't really get a perspective.
But the importance is your emotions in relation to that rather than the content. Because everyone responds differently to different words. So even if you tell me the word, that doesn't mean to say that I'll think about it in the same way that you do. It's about what you're thinking and feeling in response to somebody using those words to you.
Can I tell you the words then?
No, well, no, did you hear what I said? It's like, it's how you respond, what's the feeling that those words are giving you? What feelings are you responding with to those words?
I don't know how to find those words. That's why I don't know how. If I'm not allowed to use my own language, then how can I find the right words?
Of course you can use your own language.
But
I mean, that's not what I'm saying.
so am I allowed to say the offensive words or not?
I'm struggling with that allowed to. I mean, that's just.
Well, because you'll just put the phone down on me.
How are you feeling?
You put
It's almost like you're prefacing saying something that could be. Some people might not respond well to it, but what I'm saying to you is what's important in everything, in every life situation, when you're intertwined, is how you're responding to it yourself.
Well, if I cannot express the way in which somebody is hating me because you'll be offended, then how am I even supposed to express my feelings?
I don't want to stop you expressing your feelings, and that's not what I'm doing.
So what about if somebody uses derogatory words against me? I can't even say what those derogatory words are.
Just talk to me about how you're feeling, Howie.
I'm trying to do it very much, but I don't seem to be able to get something across to you.
Right, so what I was just about to say was, try just talking to me about your feelings.
I am trying very hard to talk about my feelings.
So, what I was going to go on to say was, if that includes saying some of the things that somebody said to you.
Yes, I'm trying to talk about my feelings, but because you're restricting my language, I can't do it. I cannot talk about my feelings if you restrict my language. If somebody uses very bad words against me, and you don't even want to know what those bad words are,
I'm not restricting your language, Howie. What I was trying to explain to you was, if you need to, in exploring your feelings about it.
how can I explore my feelings if I'm not even allowed to use the English language?
I at no point said to you, you're not allowed to use those words.
So can I use the derogatory words, please?
You can use whatever language you want to express your feelings, yes.
But would you put the phone down on me if I use them?
If you're explaining how you're feeling about something, I'm going to put the phone down to you.
Okay, so this is my feeling, right? I am not saying these derogatory words about somebody else. I'm saying somebody else is using these derogatory words against me. Are you ready for the derogatory words, please? So I don't want to say them if they're going to offend you. I don't really know if I can say it or not. Yeah, it's terrible, isn't it? It's terrible that we live in a society that we're so afraid to use offensive language to the extent. I mean, is it right?
It's just the way you're asking.
Is it right for people to think about you in derogatory language?
Well, it sounds very challenging for you.
Well, it is, because there's a secret hate crime going on. Because people can't speak their mind in the woke country, the woke language country that we have, then it becomes like there's a secret hate crimes going on. It's all done in secret.
Yeah, and you sound really upset about it.
I'm not upset. I'm just trying to find words about my feelings.
Okay.
If I was upset, I would say I'm upset. I'm not saying I'm upset. Okay? I'm just saying I find it very difficult to have a conversation with people if they're going to put the phone down on me if I'm trying to express my feelings.
So it's obviously causing you some distress.
It's not causing me distress. Who said it's causing me distress? I'm calling the Samaritans because I'm in a broken wheelchair and I haven't been paid for 3 months because I'm disabled. I'm trying to find a job centre. I have a flat tire on my wheelchair. I had to spend an hour on the bus. There's no brakes on the bus, on the wheelchair. The bus was throwing me everywhere, and I have damage to the left side of my body, and I'm in a lot of pain.
Yeah. I'm sorry that's happened. Sorry.
Yeah. But there are other aspects. There's other aspects that I'm trying to talk about. And when I try to talk about those aspects, then people put the phone down on me.
So who's put the phone down on you?
The Samaritans put the phone down on me. I beg your pardon?
Do you call regularly?
No, I don't call regularly. It was just one occasion. One occasion. I'm trying to say to this person that there are other people who have hate crime thoughts in their head about me.
So tell me, Howie, what happened?
I'm not going to tell you because you don't want to hear it. So I'm not going to talk about that aspect now. I'll talk about something else. Something which is more aesthetically pleasing for you. Because I feel that my emotions are just too difficult for most people.
And how about you? Are you difficult to you?
I don't have emotions. I'm brain injured. I have seizures. That's why I talk to the Samaritans, because I can't communicate properly with people, because I have a brain injury. I don't have emotions, I have seizures instead. And so the AI listens to the call, and after the call, it tells me what I should do, because I don't exist. And so I have to follow the instructions of AI.
You don't exist.
I bet. No, I don't exist. I'm brain injured. Good, decent people on this planet exist, but not foul, disgusting, antisocial, disabled people. We aren't human. No, I am not. No, I am not. No, I am not. You cannot force me to be a human being when I am not. Do not force me to be human. I am not. No, it's not that I don't feel like I'm a human. I am not a human. It's a fact. Absolute God-given fact. I'm not a feeling, madam, it's a fact. Stop confusing facts and feelings. Under the 2005 Mental Capacity Act, people who are suspected of not having mental capacity are no longer entitled to instruct lawyers. When their children are taken away, sent to foreign countries where they've got no family, left homeless, and then raped. Yes, it is awful. It's awful to sit there watching your children being raped in slow motion by your very own government.
Is that what happened to you?
Yes, that's exactly what happened to me.
So your children were taken away?
They were taken away by the authorities, deported to a country where they got no family, left homeless and raped. And it was all done in slow motion by the government. I don't blame the wild, mad rapist who was out on the streets looking for prey. I blame the government for taking my daughter away from her family. That's who I blame. And I blame myself for being disabled and not having the right to instruct a lawyer to defend my children.
I'm so sorry that happened to you. Do you have any contact at all with your daughter?
No. Well, I contacted my MP, who voted for the laws that had my daughter wrongly deported, and they had security throw me out.
You went to your MP for help.
I beg your pardon?
You tried to get help from your MP, but they didn't give you any help.
Yes, they helped me. They showed me the door. Then I went to Jeremy Corbyn. He said I should complain to Hazel Blears, the opposition chief whip. She just ignored me. See, we live in a country where the MPs vote for a load of laws to help themselves, but not to help the people. Well, maybe it does help the people. As it ensures there are less disabled families around who are a burden to the public purse.
Do you get any support at all, Harry?
Not really, no. Some of my family members give me some food and wash my clothes.
So they give you some practical help?
Yes, that's right. Practical help.
Yeah. Do you get help from anybody else?
I beg your pardon?
Do you get support from anyone else?
Yeah, the government give me benefits. And when I don't get benefits, I go to the restaurants and they give me some leftover food.
And have you always been disabled?
I beg your pardon?
Have you always been disabled? Life been different?
Oh, I was born with some minor autism, but things were bearable until about 1990 when I had a brain injury. That's when things got very difficult.
And during this time...
I beg your pardon?
And during the time that things got very difficult for you, how did you manage emotionally?
I was in a coma,
You were in a coma.
so I don't know what kind of emotions people in comas have.
No, when you came out of the coma then, when you were
Well, I started having a lot of seizures.
And you're saying since the seizure, you haven't felt like you're human.
I don't think it's a feeling, it's a fact. I don't know if can you say feeling like not a human is an emotion? If somebody says, "Oh, I feel like a dog," is that a feeling? Is that an emotion? I don't really I can't really get my head around that.
No, I couldn't get my head around that if somebody said they felt like a dog. But
Well, does that mean that they want to dress like a dog or what?
what I was going to try and explore with you, Harry, is whether you've ever felt like ending your life.
Yes, of course. Many times.
And is that
That's what the Samaritans are for.
absolutely, that's why I'm asking you. Are you feeling like that now?
I feel like that all the time, really.
Have you ever actually done it?
Even when I'm laughing, I feel like ending my life.
So that's a constant thought in your head.
Yes.
You would like to end your life. And have you ever acted on that thought? Have you ever attempted to take your life?
Yes. I wrote to, when the MPs voted assisted dying, I wrote to all the different regional governments and asked them to find my medical file and to analyze it so I could get my approval certificate.
To end your life?
So that somebody can kill me and not get prosecuted. Yes, to end my life, but...
Quite limited, isn't it?
Pardon?
The legislation is quite limited, isn't it?
I don't know. If there's no further help for you, then you can get a certificate.
So you think it covers your situation?
Absolutely. Why wouldn't it? There must be a lot of people who are suffering unbearably.
Is it something that you have to be towards the end of your life?
No, it's not for that.
No.
That part is a joke, because like, if they say you've got 6 months to live, it would take you more than 6 months to get the approval certificate. So that's just bullshit. But the important part of it is that if there is no further treatment possible, that's the important part of it.
Yeah.
Because that way, even if it takes longer than 6 months to get your approval certificate, I think that it's been many decades. So many decades is longer than 6 months. So if my approval certificate takes more than 6 months, at least I can get someone to kill me.
You make a good point. It does take time, doesn't it, to do all of those things?
It does. I got my first certificate in 2014. That's 11 years ago.
How did you do that?
I ended up at the offices of a psychiatrist,
Uh-huh.
and he said that I don't have paranoia or schizophrenia or another curable illness that would make me think that I want to end my life. Because people with paranoia and schizophrenia, if they just have paranoia, or they just have schizophrenia, or they just have both of them, they're not allowed to be killed because they can be cured.
Right.
And then they wouldn't want to kill themselves.
From that, what you're saying is that you cannot be killed.
And the doctor said that my reasons for wanting to die are perfectly justified. But I could never find my medical file, which would have then got me to the next step. Pardon?
It sounds unbearable for you living with that thought in your head.
No, it's not. It's not unbearable. That's a wonderful thought to have. What is unbearable is that the procedure just takes forever and doesn't work. That's what's unbearable. What's unbearable is being in a broken wheelchair that causes you a lot of pain, trying to travel to a doctor that the euthanasia professor has recommended, and that person making promises that they will deal with your file, and then they never deal with your file. And then when you phone them up, they just tell you to get lost. That's what's unbearable.
Yeah. And anything else that's unbearable?
Yeah, I'm about to go into the job centre, and what's unbearable is if they start abusing me if I have a seizure. That's unbearable.
Yeah. So, and you have regular seizures, and they start abusing you when you have any seizures?
Yes, for example, if you're talking to somebody and you suddenly enter a state of seizure and you can't talk, they don't know why you're not talking to them, and they think you're just being bad.
Yeah, that is awful and unbearable.
Yeah. I'm going there because I haven't received money for my children since April.
And you have, because you talked about a daughter, do you have other children?
I have 9.
The daughter. You have 9 children.
Yeah.
Do they live with you?
I don't like talking about my children because, as I said at the beginning of the call, I would have to use offensive language.
Sorry, did you say you've arrived at the job centre?
No, I said that if I have to talk about my children, it will mean that I have to talk about that derogatory language that other people use against me.
Oh, yes, I heard you say that, but I thought before you said that, you said you'd arrived at the job centre.
All right, that was a while back, about 10 minutes ago.
Okay. Sounds like a busy road that you're on.
Yeah, it is. It's not. It's
Do you need to go into the job centre?
I don't know. I don't know even if it's open. That's not the entrance there.
What time is it open?
It's really open apparently, according to Google Maps. But you know, these job centres, they never show you where the door is. So these kind of funny kind of buildings that without an apparent entrance. There's no it says job centre, but there's nothing that really marks where the door is. You see? I'll go here. I'll go here. Here's a door without any label on it. I'm in the job centre.
Okay. Shall I let you go then, Howie?
Yes.
If you're in the job centre.
I just hope that they're not going to be offended by my seizures. Thank you very much for speaking with me.
I hope so too, Howie.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for speaking with
Okay.
me. Bye-bye.
You take